Hello, my name's Emma Harrison and I'm the director of IMIX, which is a migration communications hub. We were created to help refugee and migration sector talk to the media more openly about the challenges around immigration and migration in the UK. IMIX has really been focusing on understanding audiences because lots of people want to communicate their messages, but until you really understand who the people are you're trying to talk to and influence, it's really difficult to get your message across. We presented today a big piece of work that we've done and understanding how people split up into groups or tribes when it comes to migration. So you've got people who are very liberal, probably people like me, who are very globalist in approach, but then you've got skeptics who are really fearful of migration. And in between, you've got these two big groups. There's a group of traditionalists who are very concerned about the culture of the UK and worried about that. And then you've got the grafters who are really worried about jobs and the economy and what migration might mean for them. And understanding these groups means that we can then talk to them in a way that makes them feel comfortable about debates about refugee and migration protection, but also we can find out more about how they really feel about more people coming and living and making their homes here in the UK. IMIX has taken these tribes and rolled them out throughout all the migration sector, and we're really learning about how to take campaigns and make them resonate. So right now there's a big issue around the Windrush generation. And this is a bunch of people who were invited by the UK government to come here, and we took the work on the tribes and said who we really need to appeal to are the traditionalists, because they're the people who the Conservative government care most about. So we've just talked about fairness, contribution, and why it's important to do the right thing by the Windrush generation. And we know from the amount of Conservative MPs who have come out and supported it that it's working. If we had been talking to a group of Liberals, we'd have talked about how amazing and vibrant and diverse our communities were thanks to the Windrush generation. So it's really helping us target new audiences for campaigning. What I've really learned today is about how tricky it is to think about local contexts. So here I am in London working for a national organisation, and we think about that big picture when it comes to migration and refugee protection. But if you're living in Peterborough, where the economy has hit you hard and austerity is hitting hard, those are different kind of messages. So I'm really interested about how we can take the work we've done and help cities and local communities think about how to communicate about migration.
I'm Jill Rutter, I work for British Future, and British Future works for a more confident and welcoming Britain that feels fair to everybody who lives here. One of the pieces of work we've done is a project called the National Conversation on Immigration. Brexit is a reset moment. There will be changes in immigration policy after Brexit, and that presents a window of opportunity to get things right in this country, to get an immigration system that works for business and public services like the NHS, is fair to migrants, but also is fair to local communities and has public trust and support. We won't get that unless we actually go out and listen to what the public say about immigration, how they see the benefits, what they see the challenges are. And that's what we've been doing through the National Conversation on Immigration, the biggest public consultation on both immigration and integration ever. When by the time we've finished, we'll have spoken to nearly 20,000 people. What we've found, although the kind of media debate sounds noisy and polarised, is that most people are balancers. They see the pressures and the gains of migration. We've also found out that what happens in local communities is really important, and it frames and determines how people see immigration nationally. Getting integration right locally determines partly how people will see immigration nationally. And I think our councils have a real role to play here.